Hello and welcome to Townsend Junction. It's been a while since I said that, and I'm back. Well, not for very long, as I'll explain later on in the video, but I'm finally making a video again after 4 months. The last one I made was my submission to Oliver Rowley, which for Shunter Showdown, and that's been the only thing you've seen since then. So I apologise for the radio silence. I just have not been doing much in terms of model railways, which I'll explain on first in the video. So this is going to be a big video. It's going to be separated into different topics. I'll leave time marks in the description, and I'll leave an index page here, so you can roughly find out where they are. Without further ado, let's get on with the first bit of the video.
"Where have you been, lazy bones?" asked Thomas.
So before I explain where I've been, I'm actually going to explain who I am. My name's Alex, I am 18, I live in England, and I am the creator of Townsend Junction. And where I've been has been interesting. So as I'm 18, I've just passed my A-levels. Well, I say passed, it was more of I flip-flopped my way through my A-levels, but it's over now. So that's one of the reasons I've been gone. Another reason is that I was saving up for a lovely new gaming laptop, the Yeoman HP, which cost £1,500, which means I couldn't really buy that many trains, and that I was a bit focused on gaming for a little while. It's very fast, and I really like it. Another reason why I've been away is that general just life got in the way. I have a girlfriend who I've been going out at this point for 11 months. I'm very happy with that. So I've been doing stuff with her, going on dates and such. So I haven't really had as much time to play trains. But she's very understanding and actually got me a few engines. She actually bought me when we went to a train show. She actually got me a Sentinel shunter, and she also bought me a Bluebell, which was very nice of her. So that's where. So I've been kind of focused on her as well. And the main reason why I haven't been making videos is that I burnt out. The reason I haven't done anything to Townsend's is because after I released my 1 year anniversary, which I put so much time and so much effort into, and I thought would, and at that time I had about 120 subscribers, and now I have 150. So thanks to everyone who subscribed, even though I haven't been uploading. But after that, I had just burnt out because it didn't get as many views as I particularly wanted. Even though I put a lot of time and effort in. And it's also the reason why Townsend is no longer here. So that's topic 2, and we're going to come here after you see a nice little jump cut. So where's Townsend Junction? Short answer, it used to be up there. I actually made a custom stop, listen, beware of trains, and that's it. And that's in my attic. So let's just reframe myself. So Townsend Junction was in there, but I'm afraid to say Townsend Junction itself has been discontinued as such. Mainly because I hate the loft. The loft, it's either too hot, it's too hot in summer, it's too cold in winter, the wind rattles your bones, and I'm fairly sure I've gotten several concussions off of roof beams. Along with that, the electrics in there aren't very great. I'm always standing on pins, but that's my own fault. And it's also a mess, once again, that's my own fault, but instead of cleaning, I've decided not to venture in there. Another reason why I stopped is because I was I was planning to take the layout to DCC, which I have. I've upgraded, and the layout I've got right now is DCC, as you can see by my lovely NCE Power Cap. Thanks Brian Finn for recommending that. I really enjoy it. It's a very useful system and it suits me to a T. So I had to give it. So when I initially decided I was going over to DCC after watching New Junction's video about how easy it was, I once again took up the layout. What a surprise! Alex took up the layout again. I took up the layout, and I was going to make the best layout I can, because the layout the layout plan that you see in Two Townsends is the best layout I could possibly think of that only used 4 controllers, or at least 4 control points, because I used the HM2000s. I had 2 of those, and they served me well, but I thought with DCC I'm not limited by power onto the track. But after I took up the layout, I just had no motivation to put anything down again. That's when I first burned out. There's probably a jump cut there. My stepmom came home and you might hear some background noise. So, my bad. Well, not really my bad, but you know. So I had to sell pretty much everything that wasn't DCC compatible. So my split chassis stuff, which I meant I had to sell my standard 4, a bunch of my wrinkled motor stuff, because I didn't particularly want to keep that when I could buy newer, fancier DCC ready equivalents. And when I came to putting in the chips, I just lost motivation. I didn't touch model railways for about 2 months, at least not personally, while I still kept up with what everyone's doing, such as Richard at New Junction, Brian at Finn Central, and various other YouTubers. Strath Pepper, I think. Sorry, I've forgotten your name. My bad. So yes, that's where Townsend currently is. Now, before I move on to the new layout and the future and that kind of stuff, some of you have probably come over to my channel from New Junction, which I'm still ecstatically excited about, because not too long ago, well, quite a bit ago, for about 2 months, I sent 4 locomotives over to New Junction. That was my Longmore J94, my Bluebell P tank, and my J50, and also the Townsend tank. And they all went over to Richard at New Junction, and he has been taking care of them for a while. So if you saw the J50 or the blue J94, those were mine. Yeah, you might have also seen Bluebell knocking about. That was mine. And obviously Richard did a big unboxing video where he showed off everything that I got. So I'm very pleased that he took good care of them, and they've all safely returned. And something I need to thank Richard about, because he actually sent me this back, and this is the focus phone. Doesn't want to focus on the van, but it's actually a New Junction van, which is now taking pride of place on the layout. So I, once again, thanks to New Junction, and thanks to everyone who's come over from New Junction. New Junction basically got me back into the hobby and encouraged me to build the original Townsend Junction, so it was a huge honour to see my babies running on a famous channel, and to have something that survived, and to have a little souvenir from that is very encouraging. So you're probably a bit tired of seeing my face now, so let's get on to the layout itself. So let's start off with the video yard. So it's very simple. It's a 3-row filler yard. They come in on the back of the seated brake, and then you've got a choice of running into here where the grizzly coaches are, here where the fish train is, and here where the general goods are. The reason that the layout's in a bit of a funny shape, how you've got a large board over there and then 2 smaller boards, is because this whole layout came about because of Townsend, funny enough. And it was because one of the boards in Townsend had become warped due to the fact I had spilt some water on it in the hot weather, and because it was just a scrap bit of timber, it soaked up all the moisture and it became warped to all misery, meaning it was no use to man nor beast. So I had to get some more timber. And the cheapest option was to get a very large bit of timber, bigger than I needed, and to have some spare left over, which I was going to turn into a layout. So it was originally the main board over there, and then just one of these smaller boards here. But it wasn't long enough for storing engines, so I had to make the fiddle yard longer by getting another one of these boards, because I had 2 left over from my large cutout. And I extended the fiddle yard by half this board, and I also extended the steep scenic area by half the board. So without further ado, let's jump to the scenic section. So I'm going handheld for the meantime, so we finally got on to the actual layout itself. It's a small little branch line, and it was designed for 2 purposes. One, to have a station with a run-round loop with a shed, and one to have an ingle-nook puzzle so I can do some shunting. So the ingle-nook runs from here to here, and the station and shed part goes from here past the platform, run-round loop, and a shed. So over here I have really only just started the scenic, so I've only just added in a backboard, and I've added a small garden area, long signal box and ballasting. So this is something I need to re-glue first of all. It's the little Hornby plastic line side kit, which I have pretty much, all I've done is I've covered it in lollipop sticks, focus camera, focus, and then given it a paint job, and it really does make it look better than the actual little plastic kit that exists. Back there you can see our Metcalfe low relief houses, which suit the layout well, considering how the funny shape is. And I've actually got the corner shop kit, which is going to go here, and that's just going to make it look that little bit better and blend it in, due to the funny nature of the layout. I've also got a, I think it's the incline locator. So as we come along onto the actual station itself, we have the signal box with Stephen, the signalman, on board, manning the controls. We also have the station. This is a little trying station bit. You'll notice because of the trying sticker. And here I've got just a little garden with some trees and a little walk path that'll have a fence around it in the future. And we get to the run-around loop, and we get to the shed. So it's got the shed's got a small bay for a couple of tank engines here, and a long one so it can store multiple engines. And then there's my 3 New Junction survivors, all of which have been weathered, apart from Bluebell, because that's a little bit too precious considering it was a gift, and also because it obviously has its preservation, it's not got very dirty. But none of these are in the same condition as, only Bluebell is in the same condition as I got it back from Richard, and the J50's been weathered and been given a lake crest, because recently I've been really into lake crest. I don't know why, I just like the fact that all my engines are uniform. Camera was weird again, so let's start where I was saying. So that's why pretty much everything you see is in black lake crest. The shed is actually just a regular Hornby, that little rubbish Hornby plastic shed. You might have seen it on a couple of my other videos, but now it's been revamped. So I've once again covered it in lollipop sticks and painted over it. I've also added a cork as a boiler and a chimney. And at the back, I've covered the back in cardboard. So that's the cardboard cut out with little cardboard little office, which I've once again covered in cocktail sticks. And I've actually got camera will focus. Oh, rubbish! Oh, you're rubbish, aren't you? Whatever. And it's actually got glazing in it. And then the sidings are pretty much just covered in ballast with a bit of leftover sleepers and a bit of bits of rail and all sorts. So that's the layout, and now I'm going to discuss the future of the channel. So we're now discussing the future of the channel, and you're probably thinking, yes, this is why Alex is making new videos. He's going to start making new videos every day on a weekly schedule, which I'm afraid to say is not going to happen. I would love to do that, but unfortunately I've got to go somewhere, and you're probably expecting, oh, Alex is going to uni. Not of my abysmal grades, and uni just doesn't appeal to me. So what I'm actually doing is I'm actually on the Network Rail apprenticeship scheme. So yes, I get to work on the big trains for a living, which is pretty fun. So I am, and as the first part of the Network Rail apprenticeship scheme, I have to go off to Coventry into their apprenticeship centre called Westwood, and that is going to be for the first 21 weeks. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave this the lovely layout behind. It still doesn't have a name. I need a name from you guys. That's my comment question of the day, week, month, who knows. But that's my question to you. What should I name my lovely little layout? So that's pretty much all for me. So I'm not going to be able to make videos until, or with the layout at least, until late February, which is convenient also my birthday, so who knows. That might. It's my birthday treat being reunited with my layout and my girlfriend, which also helped. And my family and my girlfriend, which, you know, that's a plus as well, but layout as well. Make it seem like I love trains more than anything else. I'm gonna get in trouble if anyone watches this. So that's pretty much all from me. You might see a few reviews while I'm at Westwood, who knows. It's probably unlikely, but I'm going to try my hardest. You might see a couple videos, but that's very, very unlikely. You might see something around Christmas time. There might be some more Santa specials. But for the meantime, that's all from me. So I thank you for and tuning in and not forgetting about me. That's really appreciated. And if anyone new's come along because of this, that's absolutely fantastic. Now, for the moment, probably. Sorry guys, I don't know what my phone is doing today. I keep saying capture limit reached. So, once again, I have to say thanks to everyone who's joined in and have seen my revival as such. And now I'm going to leave you with a medium-sized running session, so not short. I don't particularly want to say short because I hope it's a little bit longer than that, but who knows. So, thank you all for watching, and you are now departing Townsend Junction, or Townsend's little rubber layout. Okay.